core values are what drive our everyday way of doing things. And we as a team, a leadership team, came up with the core values, and as we watched and observed what's going well here, what's helping us have the best impact in the workplace and with clients.
I think that safe space is an important core value for me personally in working here because it helps me feel comfortable in being able to seek guidance and support from other clinicians during our consult team as needed in the work that I'm doing with my clients. I think safe space looks like a very non-judgmental environment, feeling comfortable in being able to be who you are as your own genuine self.
Safe space to me means that our clients are going to come in and they're going to be able to feel comfortable, safe using our services, safe talking to us about the vulnerable things that bring them in, that they're going to feel like every person that they have contact with through their time and experience at our clinic is someone who really cares about them, who wants to make sure that they have a good experience.
Something I really value about working here is that there's intentional thought into helping to make sure that clinicians are in the roles that are energizing for them and that really tap into their unique strengths and passions. And there's also a lot of support around helping clinicians to participate in professional trainings that help them to advance in their career and professional goals as well.
When I came here and started, I found a group of clinicians that is highly dedicated, and dedicated to learning, dedicated to always progressing training, and dedicated to their clients.
So I chose this employer based on the fact that when I first came to interview for this job, they seemed to be a tight-knit, cliche mom and pop type clinic. I came from a bigger clinic prior to this that had multiple providers, and so this seemed like a little tighter community, tighter team that would be open to my ideas and open to things that I wanted to implement and execute for the growth of this clinic.
You become part of the family. It's a family-like atmosphere. And I can tell you one thing, there's love in this clinic. And as we all know, love is patient, kind, it's not judgmental. And so everybody here is, as my grandmother always said, is on one accord.
Yeah, so the diversity and inclusion team is working on making sure that we have multicultural training, diversity training, ensuring that there's transparency in decision making and that participation in making decisions happens on all levels of the organization, as well as making sure that different work styles, communication styles, and abilities are all valued. On an everyday basis, critical consciousness means being willing to address microaggressions when and if they occur, being willing to address conflict, being non-defensive to feedback that's given.
So something that really stands out to me about critical consciousness is this sense of making decisions in a very collaborative way. So we have, rather than a top-down leadership model, we have a whole leadership team who make decisions collaboratively with transparency, mutual accountability in place for each other.
And really for me with client care, it's thinking about who the person is as an individual, what they're wanting, what they're needing, and what they're looking for in a clinic, in a program, in a therapy, and realness. And so I think bringing that authenticity, the genuineness right from the start, as soon as that client comes in the door, and then obviously throughout that process for them.
Client care is a core value here because it's one of the most essential pieces of working with clients, is being very client-centered, client-focused based on their individual needs versus using the same type of approach with each person.
Being a minority and person of color, it's really hard to feel heard and safe, and even though like other people are not actively trying to do anything, like we might have some insecurities within ourselves with our past experiences. I've been working here since I was an intern, and I absolutely fell in love with the clinic and the team. There's ample opportunities for us, absolutely. There's ample opportunities for us to like grow, and they provide training and different opportunities. Like, they never hold you back. The clinic kind of like lifts you up and like kind of like points out like, here are your strengths, like why don't you like expand on that.
Cheers. The core values represent our best selves, and yeah, we are going to fail, and when we fail we have a very supportive team, and we just acknowledge it and we get back up.